everybody, welcome back to dissociaDID. This is a channel that tries to destigmatize dissociative identity disorder and other mental health issues. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that I haven't really seen many people talk about online, and that is the difference between self-care and self-indulgence. A lot of people, when you think of self-care, will go immediately to thoughts like, oh yes, bath bombs, face packs, staying in bed, hot chocolate, fried food. Things that are generally indulgent and not the best for you because treat yourself. Treat yourself. That's not always the best way to go about self-care. There is absolutely nothing wrong with treating yourself. You deserve some crappy food every now and again. You should have a bath. Yes, light all your candles, have a nap, lay in. You deserve that. But it can become an issue when you do those things regularly, especially if your mental health is flaring up, because these things can actually exacerbate the issue. Everybody knows that mental health can be related to a healthy diet, exercise, and things like that. But especially if you're disabled or you are really mentally unwell, it can be nearly impossible, or in some cases actually impossible, to be able to go out and exercise. Maybe you can't really afford really easy, healthy food. It's not as easy as it sounds to take care of yourself and your body. Sometimes when you're depressed, the only thing you want is another 2 hours in bed. You can't face the day, you don't want to get up, you're exhausted. Those are huge symptoms of depression. Anxiety as well, you may want to hide away from the world. You just want to stay in bed with a book, on your phone, doing your own thing. Yes, that is self-care. But when you're doing that over and over again and it turns into like a daily pattern or something that happens multiple times a week, that can actually become detrimental to your health rather than giving yourself the care that you need to feel better. That is what self-care is supposed to be about, giving yourself the love, the time, the patience, and the attention that you need to feel better and deal with the issues that are surrounding you in your life at that moment. However, if you follow this forward to such an extent that it becomes detrimental to your health, it is no longer self-care. If it's something that you rely on to feel okay, if you're unable to go about your daily life, or you find yourself every morning just another hour in bed, just another 15 minutes, oh, I can't face cooking again today, I'm gonna order takeout again. That's not self-care if you're doing it regularly. Care for yourself. That is what self-care is about, listening to your body and listening to your needs. A lot of people will immediately jump to the things like face packs, laying in bed and eating food, but if that's not what your body needs, then you're not caring for yourself. Just because it's the stereotype of what self-care is doesn't mean that it's directly applicable to you at that moment. Yes, if you are extremely stressed or you feel like you need a break, even if you don't feel like you need a break, if you've been working hard, treat yourself. Self-care can absolutely be some time in the bath, some time alone, taking a day off, having a lay-in. That is so important, and I'm not saying it isn't. But self-care can also be things like, I really want to stay in bed for an extra hour, but I know that's going to make me feel crap. I need to get up and make sure that my routines are regular. I had my nap or lay-in or whatever a couple of times this week. It's good for me now to take care of myself and make myself get up, because otherwise it's being self-indulgent rather than caring for what your body needs. The same with fast foods and things like that. There's got to be a turning point where it goes from being self-care to self-indulgent, when it crosses the line of being something that you deserve and is a nice treat into a coping mechanism, and that's where it becomes an issue. You need to be able to have a healthy discipline in order to have a healthy life. It is absolutely okay if for some reason your disability or your mental health is too bad that you literally can't do these things, but there's got to be a part of you that focuses on, okay, what is my body telling me right now? Because so many people just focus on how they feel or what they need to get done, or what has to happen today, how terrible life is, and it can be so easy to get sucked into stuff like that. But if you're thinking like, oh, I feel so depressed and things like that, or oh, my body hurts, I have a stomach ache, why is your body telling you that? Are you not eating enough? Are you not eating healthily enough? Are you not getting enough sleep? Do you need to leave the house for a little bit? Are you too hot, too cold? Do you need to change something in your environment? How long has it been since you saw someone externally? How long has it been since you had human interaction? You need to listen to the things that your body is telling you and trying to figure out why it's telling you that will help you care for yourself better. That is also self-care. Doing things that you don't want to do in order to make your life better and keep you healthy. I know that this might sound that I'm kind of preaching from a place of privilege. I'm sorry if it's coming across like that. I really don't mean it to, because this stuff is so much easier to say than it is to do. I get it. I've been there. I have chronic fatigue syndrome. If you don't know what that is, I did a very raw video of it while I was having an episode, if you'd like to call it that, which you can watch up there. And I completely get how disabilities and mental health can completely interfere in your life, and all you want to do is care for yourself in ways that are very comforting or recommended by society. Things like if you've broken up with your partner, you want to stay in bed, you want to eat chocolate and ice cream because that's what all the movies tell you you should do, you know? And you look at that and think, yeah, I'm taking care of myself. Yeah, I'm doing this for me because I deserve it. Yes, you do deserve it, but not if it's going to make you feel more awful in the long run. It's also important to find that balance between what is healthy and what is nice and comforting and you deserve. Something else to bear in mind is also hobbies and things that you enjoy doing as a pastime. Sometimes you might get stuck into doing stuff that is just to block out the rest of the world. Scrolling on your phone, to scroll. I do this all the time and it's just a way to switch off. But if you're not actually interacting and exercising your brain and doing something that spiritually fulfills you, that doesn't have to be anything to do with spirituality in terms of connecting to something higher than yourself, just something that makes you feel fulfilled, makes you feel like you, makes you feel like you can do something important and you're doing something that is pleasant for you, something that is a reminder that you can do something nice, something that makes you feel good. That's what a pastime is, and a hobby. Don't get sucked into just trying to block out the world. There are still good things. There are still things you can do even if you're bedridden, even if your mental health is at your absolute worst, even if you've had a relapse. If you have had a relapse, we made a video on that, by the way, which might help you completely understand that when you get to that level of despair, you don't always want to do stuff, anything, even things that you enjoy. Sometimes you lose all your enjoyment for the things that you used to enjoy, and that in itself is depressing and quite frightening. Trying out new things. Maybe you really enjoyed playing an instrument. Maybe you really liked drawing. Maybe you're absolutely rubbish at it, but you enjoy it. That's self-care too. Indulging in things that make you feel good, that aren't damaging to your body and your health, especially things that will get you active, or something that will make you feel proud of yourself and what you can achieve, or help you learn a new skill, is very important for self-care. Being able to connect with the world around you, as well as connecting with yourself and listening to what your body and your brain is telling you that you need. Learning to read those signs is very, very important. It doesn't matter how terrible you feel, you do deserve to take care of yourself. No matter how difficult your disorder, or whether you're not diagnosed and you're just having a hard time, you still should be allowed to seek help, listen to yourself, and know that you're deserving of feeling better. You're deserving of a better life than this, if you want one. Everybody is entitled to be happy and do things that they enjoy, even if somebody externally, or everybody externally, does not give you the satisfaction of saying, hey, you're really good at that, or hey, you should really do that. Why did my voice just go American? But, hello? Apparently it's only American people who say that I'm good at things. That must be what I've just interpreted. I'm joking. I'm just used to Pinata saying nice stuff to me. But you deserve to feel good because of who you are inherently, not because you're doing something that somebody else finds cool or exciting or praiseworthy. You don't have to always be doing something to impress someone else or to further your life in terms of your family or academics or career. It's okay to take time to do things for yourself, even if that's not going to get you anywhere in terms of loads of likes on Instagram or progressing further in the direction that you want to go professionally. It's alright to take time for yourself. It's okay to explore new things and find something that you love doing. You're never too old, you're never too sick. You can do whatever you want whenever you want. as long as you have the means and the ability and nobody's stopping you. There is no reason to fear being terrible at something when you start it, unless you have an extremely unique inherent skill and you're a complete maestro off the bat, which is very rare. You're gonna be terrible at first. But if it makes you feel good, like I'm an awful dancer. I'm an awful dancer, but I remember, trigger warning for mention of an attempt on my life. The first time that Chloe tried to end her life and she came out of it alive, the very first things that she was thinking was, if I survive this, I want to learn to dance. That was, oh my god, that was like 6 years ago. Still haven't learned to dance. How sad is that? What are you waiting for? Do something that fulfills you. Do something that you've always wanted to do and have just never taken the steps to do it. Do something that is going to make you happy. It does not have to be as simple as what the TV tells you should do in this situation. Just do something that feels good to you and know that that's not selfish. It's not selfish to indulge yourself. You deserve to have a fulfilling life. And having pastimes, trying new things, exploring the world and exploring yourself is part of having a meaningful existence. So if you are very depressed, or your mental health is acting up, or your disability is really getting you down, try broadening your horizons and reminding yourself that there is more outside of life than you've already experienced. And this can be so hard, especially if your illness is chronic or terminal. And I get that. I really get that. It's scary to know that you might not ever get better and that this is it for you. But your world is only as small as you make it. There are so many things to experience. There are so many skills that you might be absolutely incredible at and would never know. Something that makes you feel really, really wonderful about yourself or connected to the world around you, to the people around you, and to yourself. Don't wait to try something new. That's self-care too. Working on yourself doesn't always have to be an extremely stressful and difficult thing to do. It doesn't always have to be like doing homework, like, oh, okay, time to do some self-care. Oh my god, my favorite part of the day, love that. It can be just like, well, I always wanted to try this, so try this. There's loads of stuff you can do for free. There's loads of apps that will help you do stuff. If you want to draw, if you want to learn a new language, if you want to learn to play an instrument, if you want to go do ice skating or hobbies or something like that, watch some stuff on YouTube. Go roller skating, whatever appeals to you. You can make your world as big as you want it to be. So to summarize, self-care and self-indulgence are not the same thing, but they can overlap quite thoroughly. So do what you love what you do, and most importantly, love yourself and the people around you, and know that you are worth the time and the effort. You're allowed to be proud of yourself. There is nothing shameful about being proud of yourself, and there's nothing bad about that. That doesn't make you egotistical. It doesn't make you a bad person, it doesn't make you selfish, it doesn't make you ridiculous. You should be proud of yourself. So let me know if there's anything that you guys have always wanted to try and never have got round to. I'm gonna try and learn to dance. Let me know, and if there's anything that you can do right now, book it, do it, start it. Find a YouTube channel that will help teach you what you want. Do something different. Change the direction of your life just a tiny little bit and see how it makes you feel. Let me know if it helps. If you haven't heard already, you should check out tickets below to the Entitled to Life conference, which is happening in San Francisco this November. It's happening on the 6th and 7th. It's a 2-day conference specifically about DID and OSDD. We are going to be guest speakers there, along with Multiplicity and Me, Jeremy and Alternate Perspective, now known as Team Pinata, the Labyrinth System, Fragmented Psych, and the Entropy System. It's going to be an amazing gala. You have the chance to meet us in person if you'd like to. It's going to be a super inclusive and incredibly safe experience. There's safe rooms and everything you could possibly need, and it's being very, very well put together, and we can't wait to see you there. Don't forget to check out tickets below, or you can watch the video we made about it up here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Lots of love, everybody. Bye.